Jones turned 31 earlier this month. SAIDYOQUB QAHRAMONOV is 25. 1 inch is the gap in height.
Up first, fighting out of the blue corner. He's a freestyle fighter standing 5 feet 8 inches tall. Weighing in officially 138 1/2 pounds. His professional record stands at 8 victories with 2 defeats. He fights out of Irvine, California by way of Samarkand, Uzbekistan. Here is SAIDYOQUB QAHRAMONOV.
That's you, baby. That's you.
Hello. QAHRAMONOV is in the white trunks. TREVIN Jones is in black. Jones out of the southpaw stance. QAHRAMONOV, the conventional fighter. QAHRAMONOV has family in Illinois, trains out of California, but of course he was in Uzbekistan when the call came in, right?
Why would it be easy for him?
Of course. And in those instances, right, when the kid takes the fight on short notice, is going all the way down to his natural weight, you can kind of understand the weight miss a little bit more than when you see somebody with a full training camp come in and miss the weight. Oh, and saw that? Oh, that was beautiful by QAHRAMONOV. He had a wizard kick across, stepped across the hips, and got Jones. Now he's on the guillotine, and that's tight.
Oh my goodness!
Oh, he's gonna lock his hands. Oh, he's locking his hands. It's so tight. Jones is in trouble here.
He lost.
Oh, his hands are starting.
Did he try to make an adjustment? Is that why he lost the grip?
It looks like, yeah, he tried to bring his hand over the top.
Yeah, he's still in a good position here. Maybe he'll switch it to a darce.
Yep, that's what he should do. He should try to push the darce across now.
That is one of his go-to chokes. 3 wins by submission for QAHRAMONOV, but for TREVIN Jones, the multi-time no-gi grappling champion, submission defense holds up early.
This is what you got to watch with QAHRAMONOV, right? Because he's got that overhook. You think that you're winning because you're winning the underhook position. He'll take his hips all the way across. Ronda Rousey was real good at this. These judo athletes, when they can get you into their hips, they start to hop, 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 and then you roll across your back.
Nice.
Yeah, I thought he had that. It looked like he tried to make a subtle adjustment.
He did.
And he lost it.
Yeah, look, there it is. See, he had arm and guillotine. He tried to come over the top and lock his hands. He had no arm. And that's where he lost his grip. But if you're Jones, right, you're excited because he had to squeeze for 35, 40
you
seconds.
saw that squeeze. You
Yeah,
saw
he squeezed hard.
Jiu-jitsu was Jones's first martial art, over 100 jiu-jitsu tournaments in his lifetime as a grappler.
And then he had to put the energy into taking you down. That big throw. Short notice fight, guy that misses weight. You want to make him have as many big actions as you can early in the fight.
And TREVIN Jones was supposed to compete last month against Ronnie Lawrence. That fight went away late, so he was not going to leave Vegas without getting a fight, and good on the UFC for preserving it.
Get those knees. Knee. You don't like it. Knee. When he blocks like that, we're going back door.
Jones is doing a real good job of beating the head position, controlling the right side underhook, and then fighting for position on the opposite side. Never allowing QAHRAMONOV to build any position to try and reverse it. Now look at him address the underhook of QAHRAMONOV. Every time you see QAHRAMONOV's right arm come in, you see Jones just block it or take a risk or something to control him still and keep him up against the side of the cage.
Keep him there.
Double unders here for Jones. I'd like to see him change his head position. It looks like nice knees here.
Yeah, it needs to be on the opposite side.
Oh, look at that. Nice job there from QAHRAMONOV.
Get that knee. Get that knee.
Now he's got the right head position, Felder. He's got to keep it on the side opposite of the underhook that he's elevating. Because then you're just hanging on the opponent.
And with a guy like QAHRAMONOV, if you stay in that wrong position too long, he's going to throw you right on your head.
Dump you right on your head.
Nice. 1 minute out.
Herb Dean giving the athletes plenty of time to work here in the clinch. Under a minute to go in the round.
That's one of those positions where Herb's very patient. He lets you work in the clinch. He understands how taxing it is to fight here. You know, a lot of times people from the outside, they boo this and they don't want to watch it. But this is some of the most difficult fighting in all of mixed martial arts.
I actually like Herb's style. I think Paul Felder, the man to my right, if he was refereeing, he would have already broken these athletes.
Oh, he would have absolutely broken.
Am I wrong?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
Paul's like, let him go.
If I'm not fighting, you know, if I was able to choose for my own fights, yeah, of course, I'd be separating this every time.
Paulie be giving a death stare to the referee.
Well, exactly. I'd be forcing it, but it seems like both men want to be here. I think that's why Herb's giving them the chance to fight.
All right, round 2 coming up. Tap in for a triple header next Friday on UFC Fight Pass. We're bringing you a full night of combat sports featuring Lion Fight, American Combat Alliance, and LFA. It is only on UFC Fight Pass. Trevin Jones seemed pretty tired after round 1.
It's hard fighting in there. Chest to chest, fighting for position.
Yeah, I mean, it's exhausting. Just reversing back and forth. Neither guy could really secure that takedown and hold it there. So just constantly jockeying for better position. And they're going to go right back to it.
And Kakhramonov's corner thinks that he's too fast. They don't believe that Jones can see any of the strikes from the outside. The problem is he can't get him off him.
Good knee to the body from Trevin Jones, but he hasn't been able to muster much offensively.
Hey, pitch his arm down. Pitch his arm down.
I just saw a couple of those scorecards on the screen, and I got to be honest with you. I don't know. I mean, I know Jones didn't do much in the clinch, but Kakhramonov doesn't want to be there, right? He doesn't want to be back against the octagon. You are forcing your opponent to fight you where you want to be. Oh, nice.
Big right hands from Kakhramonov. Perhaps a desperation shot here from Trevin Jones trying to wrestle.
Now Jones is trying to put him back against the octagon because he has to.
Yeah.
And I think what Kakhramonov's coaches were saying is true. Jones has nothing for him in the stand-up.
Ooh, nice short shots here.
Yeah, he has maximized his opportunities. Big shots from Kakhramonov.
Good dirty boxing there. Using the small knuckles.
Now he can start to get up. Now that he's brought his foot to the mat. Anytime somebody has your leg up, you got to force your foot back to the mat. Get your weight on the foot so you can start to defend.
Travis Brown-style elbows up against the fence. 3 minutes to go round 2.
Now Kakhramonov has landed some really good shots from the inside, and Herb will be much less patient this round and letting Jones just hang.
Nice move.
Jones is tired. Oh!
Whoa, just misses with that head kick.
Jones is really tired.
Yeah. And he's maybe hurt up.
He's desperate now to try to get to Kakhramonov.
Oh, big right hand.
It's hurt bad.
He's letting it go here, Kakhramonov.
If Kakhramonov just unloads some kicks, man, he might be able to finish Jones.
Yeah, he's got to be a little more accurate. He's got to not just swing for the fences here. Pick his shots. He's got Jones backing up. It's up to him to not rush in so that Jones gets the opportunity to shoot on the fence like that.
Hold him up against the side of the octagon. I would like to see Kakhramonov throw a body kick.
Yeah, I agree, DC.
A good body kick would really hurt Jones when he gets to space. But I mean,
desperate
Jones,
for air, you get hit right.
Jones is just holding on to him at this point. Oh, he's hurt. He's done.
No, he's swinging too wild. He's got to be more accurate with these shots. He can get Jones out of there right now.
Uppercut right there would really hurt Jones.
You're right, DC. The body is open. There it is.
Nice body shot.
Good body shot there. Nice. Jones returns finally. There, now Jones is woken up a little bit, decides to start letting some offense go.
And he's got his hands locked now.
Takes out Trevin Jones, goose for 90 seconds in the round.
Let's go! He's tired! He's up the ground. He's tired!
You hear the corner of Jones saying he's tired now.
Let's go! He's tired!
Then it appears both corners would be yelling the same thing because they both seem a little fatigued.
Jones is tired. Like, for as tired as Kakhramonov is, Trevin is just as tired.
He's tired!
If not more.
Work, Trevin!
Yeah, Trevin's got to do something with this position right now. He's getting lit up on the feet for a while there.
Under a minute here to go in the round. Herb Dean watching the action closely.
He's tired. Make him pay. He's tired. He's tired.
Jones to the body now up top. Nothing all that significant landing here.
No.
Hammer fist from the left hand. Let's go.
Nice body shot there, though, from Jones.
Yep.
Let's go.
And that
Doesn't like body head.
that guard is pretty open. I feel like if Jones really wants to slide that knee through and get him out, he could.
Let's go.
He might not want to, though.
Now this is better for Jones here. Jones has advanced his position. He's got the back.
Oh, he's
Getting up in the mount here. Yep, this is big for TREVIN Jones at the end of this round.
Dominant position for Jones late in the round. He has QAHRAMONOV mounted. Big right hand there.
He's got to just let his hands go here. QAHRAMONOV's doing the right thing. Keep him close.
Big shots here to end the round.
This is brought to you by P3, the official protein snack of UFC. And the QAHRAMONOV corner, Paul, really believes their opponent, TREVIN Jones, is fatigued and they can take advantage. I guess we'll find out.
Certainly, quote, a dead duck, to be exact.
Yes, dead duck.
Don't wait, kiddo.
And what I saw at the end of that round was not a dead duck.
No.
It was TREVIN Jones' mount landing bombs.
Well, here's the problem. QAHRAMONOV can go get him and start landing on him, but if he makes a mistake, he ends up on the ground. And Jones has shown an ability to advance position all the way to the mount where he's beating on QAHRAMONOV.
Nice that body kick. DC's been asking for it.
Yep. That'll get at that gas tank of Jones. He's tired already. Those body kicks will just advance that.
Good start to the third round for QAHRAMONOV.
QAHRAMONOV looks fresh. To say that he took this fight on short notice, he looks real good.
No doubt.
5-2-5. Let's go, baby.
Shoot, baby. Go ahead. Collapse the pocket.
4 minutes to go. Some suggesting that TREVIN Jones needs a finish.
And that's how dominant the round was for QAHRAMONOV, because you end the round on your back mounted, and people still think that you won the round, so you obviously were out way ahead of your opponent.
Yeah, he was. I mean, there we go, though.
We need this round, Saeed. We need this round.
QAHRAMONOV wisely works himself to the fence.
Yeah, but you hear the QAHRAMONOV corner saying, we need this round, right? Nobody can feel confident,
Right, I agree.
you know, in what you're doing and what these rounds have looked like.
All right, let us check in with the blue corner of QAHRAMONOV.
Fight your heart out. You did not come here for nothing. You did not come here for nothing. Come on. No throws. No throws. Wrestle out. No throws. Wrestle out, kid. Wrestle out. No throws. Wrestle out. Stand back up. Stand back up. Wrestle out. He's tired too, Side. You gotta dig deeper. He's tired too. He's hurt. He's tired. He's hurt. Keep moving. Get those hips back. Kick your leg back. Okay. Up.
You hear the urgency in the QAHRAMONOV corner. They know that Jones is tired. It's going to be on their fighter to push a pace that makes Jones melt.
Herb Dean calling for more action. TREVIN Jones throws a singular knee.
Well, Jones is content to sit here, John.
And he's got the body lock.
Yeah, he's got the body lock, but he'll just sit here. He won't throw much. He'll hope to get a takedown. But it doesn't seem like right now he's willing to give the effort to go and secure that takedown. When in reality, this could be what the fight boils down to. If he can get the fight down in this round.
He doesn't have a sense of urgency to get it there, though. He seems content to literally hold QAHRAMONOV up against the fence. And, I mean, it's up to QAHRAMONOV to get out of here. He can't just depend on Herb Dean to get separated.
More knees. He's not going on knees.
I think Herb Dean's going to step in any minute.
Let's go. Get him down.
See, it would be one thing if Jones was throwing shots in here, punching, elbows, and making it seem like, no, listen, my fight, this is where I want to keep it. I want to work and beat him up here. But there we go. Now he's at least level change. That's a smart move there from Jones to keep this fight where he wants it.
But like John said, right, it's one single shot whenever Herb Dean tells him action.
Yeah, I think it would be a good time to separate them right now, but there's only a minute left.
Yeah, and he's close. Herb's close now. You can see he's really thinking about it. Because if you're judging this round and the second and the first, you know, you're judging the fight, you understand how difficult judging the importance of this position is.
Little cup grab there from Jones.
Final minute of a very competitive fight. Another shot from TREVIN Jones. QAHRAMONOV working on a submission here. Jones forced to fight the hands.
Here. Oh, he's got his hips in. He's got to feed the hips.
Oh, that's tight.
That is tight. As he feeds the hips here, Jones is in a lot of trouble.
I'm not sure Jones took the choke seriously.
Oh, he's got to push the elbow. If you're QAHRAMONOV now, you got to push that arm up. Yeah, he's pushing it up. It's tight. He's gone. He's out.
He's out. SAIDYOQUB, QAHRAMONOV. Uzbekistan's QAHRAMONOV submits TREVIN Jones. Wow.
It was right after QAHRAMONOV was able to push his wrist back towards the shoulder of Jones is when you got enough pressure to finish him. QAHRAMONOV rushing. Jones takes a bad shot, a desperation shot just to try to get close. QAHRAMONOV starts to attack. Guillotine, remember before, he had the arm in guillotine. He tried to switch to this. This is what he tried to switch to. Now it's getting tight, but if we can get a different angle, look at him. He starts to push his own wrist towards the opposite side of Jones's head. And that's when this thing gets real tight. Can't see it here, but his right hand, he's pushing it back over in the opposite direction, and that allows for him to get that choke.
Oh, yeah, you see.
And there's the reaction.